So guys, how are you?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. कैसे हैं आप लोग? So everybody is ready?
Yes, sir.
आज काफी मेहनत किया आप लोगों ने, है ना? Good. तो चलिए आज मैं ज्यादा समय नहीं लूंगा. I think एक सेकंड मुझे दे दीजिए so that I can just ठीक. ओके. तो श्रुति, श्रेया, आकांक्षा, श्रुति, प्रतिष्ठा, मानसी, चलो ठीक है. तो एवरीबडी इज कमिंग. टाइम तो हो गया है, ठीक है. चलो ठीक है. अनामिका आप देखते रहो. श्रेया भी कैन अलाउ. श्रेया इज आल्सो को-होस्ट टुडे ना. तो
गुड इवनिंग सर.
गुड इवनिंग कोमल. काफी मेहनत किया है आपने आज. हैं आंशी, आकांक्षा, अनामिका. ठीक है. तो कौन कौन अवेलेबल है इसमें से? आंशी, आकांक्षा एंड अनामिका. ठीक है. तो आंशी, सबसे पहले आपका प्रेजेंटेशन शुरू करें.
Yes, sir.
वाओ, रेडी फॉर दिस.
Yes, sir.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
गुड इवनिंग, गुड इवनिंग. ठीक. तो सबके पास जो है 5 मिनट का टाइम रहेगा. और हु विल बी द टाइम कीपर? श्रुति मिश्रा. ठीक है, श्रुति मिश्रा. तो 5 मिनट से ज्यादा किसी को टाइम नहीं लेना है, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, चाहे उसका प्रेजेंटेशन हो चाहे नहीं हो. तो एज अ प्रोफेशनल यू कैन नॉट गो बियॉन्ड. ठीक है. और ये प्रेजेंटेशन लंबा चलेगा थोड़ा, तो प्लीज रेस्पेक्ट एवरीबडीज टाइम. कि पता चला अपना हो गया तो गायब, तो वो मत करना. नहीं तो वो लाइफ टाइम के लिए आप अपना बैड इंप्रेशन दिमाग में बिठा लोगे कि नहीं ये लोग काम हुआ और भागने वाले लोग हैं, तो इनको कोई काम मत देना फ्यूचर में भूल के भी. राइट. प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें लोग लंबे समय तक याद रखते हैं. तो अगर दूसरा कोई आपको सुन रहा है तो आपकी भी पूरी जिम्मेदारी है कि आप भी उसको सुने. ठीक है. तो आज का प्रेजेंटेशन थोड़ा ज्यादा जाएगा बिकॉज लोग ज्यादा हैं. तो पेशेंस के साथ सुनो सबको. और बहुत ही अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशंस आप लोगों ने बनाए हैं, व्हिच आई एम रियली हैप्पी टू सी. तो मैं जो है कि शेयर कर रहा हूँ स्क्रीन आंशी का. ठीक है आंशी.
Yes, sir.
चलिए. तो जब आपको या नाउ यू कैन स्टार्ट. या
A very warm good evening, everyone. Sir, am I audible clearly?
या वेरी मच. चलो.
Okay, sir. A very warm good evening, everyone. Myself Anshi Singh, and I'm here with my presentation of visualization. So how to? Okay. So if I have to define the term visualization, I would say that it is a vision which our mind propounds by forming some visuals or graphics in it. As in a picture, we can see that that man is having some activity in his brain. His brain is evolving like a volcano and it is erupting. So if we visualize something, our mind is is at its best. And we can see that visualization is a very good exercise for our mind. I would say that it helps us to see the future, how we want our future, how we imagine ourselves in the future, the way we want our future. So it is a very good tool to see the future. We can't go in the future, but we can see the future by visualizing it. I would say that it leads to better planning and better management of any work or task, and it is your success. Yes, it is your success, because if you will visualize your planning and manage, it will all lead to a success, because it is a technique used by successful persons to assure their success. And it is a very important tool to reduce the anxiety and pressure of a work, because if you have already planned and managed that task in your mind and you have visualized it, the chances of getting success in that task have become high. So you will reduce some of the anxiety and pressure from your mind. So if you want to visualize, if you want your visualization at your best, you should have a quiet and calm atmosphere, so that you will have your visualization at your best. You can visualize best with your relaxed and calm mind. So, if you have to ask who can visualize, so it can be any person who can visualize. You can visualize your own success. You don't need a coach or tutor who can only visualize. You don't need any degree or diploma to visualize. You can assure your success and visualize it, that you are a successful person. If I have to take an example of visualization, here I would take, suppose I'm given a situation in which I have to perform a difficult task which I found difficult. I'm not very confident to perform it. I am in a dilemma whether I will be right or wrong, whether I will be able to perform in a better manner. So here comes the role of visualization. I would plan and manage that task in my mind. I would visualize each and everything. So I will feel a little bit confident that yes, I can do that task. I can visualize those things by sketching or graphicing, or I can only imagine, visualize in my mind. So visualization will lead to build up some confidence in me. Hmm. If I have to conclude the visualization, I would say that it is a practice for success. If we imagine ourselves doing things right, then we get the confidence of performing things right. By this, I would like to end my words. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent, excellent, Anshi. I think you have done a fantastic job. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, very good. So I'm
Thank
really
you, sir.
happy. Very good quality PPT was there, right?
Thank you,
So
sir.
very good. Yeah. So who is there next? कौन है ये? आकांक्षा. आकांक्षा यादव, are you there? दिख रहा है ये? या आकांक्षा? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
चलिए आपका प्रेजेंटेशन ठीक है. ओके, रुक जाओ एक सेकंड. हाँ, चलो स्टार्ट. आकांक्षा यादव.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. So this
Hmm.
is Akanksha Yadav, and today I present my presentation on the topic of visualization.
Hmm.
So I start my.
Yeah.
The next slide. So what is visualization? So you can see visualization, also known as visual imagery, is creating mental picture in your mind of an outcome that you want to achieve. So these images are created by using your five senses to mentally rehearse uh, the spot in your mind.
Hmm.
The second slide.
Hmm.
Okay. So why
Don't read. Explain.
okay. Why is visualization is important? So we can see that visualization is important because it helps to prepare uh, and teach you how to respond situation before it happen, and also help your achieve to your goals, and it is a good for your brain, and it is good for your successful life. Next slide.
Okay.
A benefit of visualization. So you can see that visualization decreases stress and reduce performance anxiety. If you visualize something, so it increase your visualization power, and also decrease your stress. Visualization boosts confidence. If you visualize something and it would be happen in future in your life, and it is good for your future, so it boosts our confidence also. And third is visualization improve your ability. So we can think that we think anything. So we visualize a thing and then we adopt in our life. So it is also a good ability to improve ourselves. Visualization enhance motivation. So I can say that if you are doing if you are visualize something and it would happen for good for you, so it motivates you. And visualization alleviates pain and help and heal you faster. So visualization is also help for heal your pain. Example of visualization. So you can see the in the picture, uh, when you no, you can see in this picture, so you can imagine yourself winning a first prize, and this is an example of visualization. Next slide. Power of visualization. So visualization is a powerful technique that everyone knows that. So I can say it is very powerful, and to achieve your goals, and it is a very powerful for improve your meditation level and constantity of your mind. Next. So it is a summary of my presentation that visualization can be an extraordinary technique to help you prepare for a pressure situation. And research has supported that visualizing an event in advance can improve your mental performance and your physical performance. Thank you.
Okay. So good, Akanksha. I think you've done a fantastic job, right?
Thank you, sir. I
Very.
will try my best.
Yeah, you've done a best job. No doubt about it. Yeah. So let's move to Anamika. Yeah, Anamika Tripathi.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Anamika, and my topic for the presentation is visualization. Now, in this slide, I've discussed the introduction of visualization. What does it exactly mean? As in the picture, it is clear that visualization, it is all in our mind. When we try to, cite a particular condition, a particular situation into our mind and make it more realistic, so that in order to live it in real life, that is what is visualization. This can be done by using different charts or animations, images, graphs, so that we can remember it or retain it for a longer period of time. Now, what are the advantages of visualizing? So the first advantage is better agreement. Better agreement, as in the sense, as yesterday, sir was, not yesterday, day before yesterday, sir cited as an example of the train scene. So in that case, we were able to correlate with the scene just because we were visualizing it and we were agreeing upon whatever he was saying to us. So when we visualize a particular situation, there is always a chance of better agreement because we try to understand it in real sense. Second is, it is a superior method. Superior method, as in the sense, when compared to imagination, definitely visualization is a superior method because imagination, it is only in the brain and does not really come into life in the real sense. But if visualization, it is mostly, what we happen to do in our real life, that is visualize. We first visualize it and then we put in our efforts to convert it into reality. Third is a simple method. Simple method of sharing data. Data over here in the sense means information. When I have visualized something in my mind, it becomes easier for me to understand, and it also becomes easier for me to make other person understand because I have a clarity in my mind about that thing. Next is how can we improve our visualizing power? Number one, avoid overthinking. Shruti Srivastava's case, I would just give a brief that she was thinking about all this visualizing thing, and she couldn't think of anything. She went blank over there. Just that was only because she was overthinking at that time. So in order to act, efficiently use the power of visualizing, we should stop overthinking. So second one is using all our senses to engage. Mind somewhere else, eyes are over somewhere else. So that should not be the case. We should engage everything at one place. Number 3, keep the mind relaxed and try to avoid any tense talks. And number 4, do not judge yourself if you're not able to visualize.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So the next slide is there any specific process of visualizing? See, visualizing, it is a very customized method. It depends from person to person because everyone has their own method of, imagining something. So there is no such hard and fast rule that you should sit like this and think like that and then you should visualize. But obviously, there can be common method of visualizing, but there is no hard and fast rule for this process. Okay, does visualizing have any disadvantages? Now, this is very common because everything which has an advantage also has a disadvantage, and this is nothing different. So following are the disadvantages. Number 1, it is time consuming. There are times when people, sit at a place and they visualize and they are lost in their own world. So this is time consuming. Number 2, misleading. If visualizing is not backed by our drive to perform it in your life, it can be misleading and ultimately lead to imagination. Number 3, one might get stuck in the thoughts, and there is a tendency in us ki something which is very pleasing to our mind, we don't want to leave that place. So one might get stuck over that stage as well. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Very good, very good. I think a good quality presentation was there, Anamika, right? Anjali Singh, are you there? Anjali Singh is not there, right? And Anshika Yadav, are you there? Anshika? Yeah, she's there.
Yes,
right?
sir, I am there.
Wait kariye ek second. I'm just opening your, Yes. Hold on. I'm just making it big so that it will be easy for you. Yes. Yeah, Anshika.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Today, the topic of my presentation is visualization. I would like to start my presentation with an old Chinese proverb that is, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. It means sometimes our ideas can be explained and described with a single picture in more effective manner in compared to a verbal description, because our mind have a set as our mind can memorize a picture in a long term and for a long time in compared to a verbal description or a sound or a noise. Next slide, please. So if you want to increase your mental ability and want to memorize for a long time, you have to start visualization. So what is visualization? In visualization, it is a process of where we transform data or information into mental picture or images. Mental picture or images means images that you create in your mind. In the process of visualization, our primary sensory apparatus, that is called vision, it engages. Next slide, please. Visualization is a tool for learning or understanding any certain concept. We can learn or understand in very effective manner through visualization. Here I would like to give you an example. Like if you want to learn and understand in more effective manner, you can apply it tips. Like if you are making a notes, you can draw some pictures with these notes. Whatever you have written, you make a picture of these writings with your notes, and when you come for revision, you will see your picture that you have drawn previous time. It will decrease your time, and it will increase your memory power as well. As it is a compact representation of information. When you start visualizing, you give a shape for your ideas, your information that you have drawn in your mind. Here you can see that there is a child has sitten and he is reading a book, and in his reading, whatever he is reading, he can see what he can see in his mind. He create a mental images. He can see what he is reading. He can feel what he is reading. It's like a movie in his mind. It creates a picture in his mind as he is reading. Next slide, please. There are some advantages of visualization. It activates the RAS, reticular activity system of our mind. When the RAS system activates, our mind starts scanning and filtering some new ideas and some new signals from the environment that involves the whole world in our mind, and we start visualizing new ideas, new information in our mind that increases our mind power also. It affects our self-images. In the process of visualization, we make a self-image. We start changing ourselves. We start adding a new thing in our personality that changes our personality as well as. Here, a plastic surgeon, that is Maxwell Balls, in his book Psycho-Cybernetics, which is he wrote in 1960. It was the first book on positive imaginary. Through his experience on his on his patients, he wrote this book, and he said that our brain work on feedback or on image which are made by us. Our brain work on feedback. Whatever we see in our world, whatever we see around us, our brain work on this feedback, on these images. So our visualization affects by our images that we see around us. Next slide, please. There is some difference between imagination and visualization, because there is very minute difference, as imagination and visualization has same term, a mental image, or forming an images in our mental state. So visualization, it is all about picture and images. It involves only our visual side, but in imagination, it involves our all senses like
Time is up.
motion, hear. Okay.
No problem. You can conclude. Yeah.
Okay, sir. So I would like to say that some neuroscientists told that our brain doesn't make difference between our imagination or reality. So in the same situation that I see in my imagination, and it will occur in our real world, then in the same situation, our brain will react as same as it react in our imaginary world. It will release same neurochemicals, same hormones, and same thought reaction will occur in our brain. Next slide, please. Visualization is how you communicate with your subconscious mind to access your ability to create your life. So if you want to change your life, stop imagining and start visualizing. Thank you so much for listening.
Good. So good. Yeah. Anshika, you spoke very well, and your quality of the presentation was really good. Yeah. Harshita.
Thank you, sir.
Harshita, are you there? Harshita is there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Harshita, you can start. Wait. Yeah. चलिए.
Very good evening, everyone. Today I am presenting here in front of you the topic, the next slide, the topic visualization.
Okay, next.
Yes, the next slide, please. So firstly, we have to know that what is visualization. So I mentioned here 2 points. First, visualization is a mental exercise. And the second is it involves forming of pictures, sounds, images, and environments in our mind. This mental picture is usually an evancing of something we have already seen. So let us understand this by one example. Let's take an example that we are visualizing. I said that visualize a winter season. Then I think you are better visualizing the winter season than a blind person because he never see the blind person never see how the winter season look like. So I think you are better visualizing the winter season than the blind person. Next slide. Then how visualization helps us. So first, visualization helps to prepare our mind, body, and consciousness for upcoming challenges and situations. And the second is visualization helps us to practice thinking in our mind. Visualization helps us to achieve a goal. By visualizing something, we are achieving our goal. When we visualize small things in our mind, then we do this work more efficient and more effective. Then the third is effects of visualization. Visualization activates a subconscious mind, which we never used before, and it also increases the power of thinking. And through visualization, we feel more confident and motivated. So here, experiment to see the effects of visualization. So this experiment is done by the Australian psychologist Alan Richardson in 1961. He is going to college where he gathered a basketball players and writing accuracy of each players. And then after he said that, he divided these students and these into 3 groups and said that group first have to practice 3 shots for 20 minutes each day. And for second group, he said that you have to do nothing. And the third group, he said that you have to visualize the methods of 3 shots, but do not practice them. So please, next slide. And after 30 days, the results are very clear. The group first improved herself accuracy by 24%, and the group made no progress and take steps backward. And the third group improved her accuracy by 23%. Here we see clearly that the practice is also important than the visualizing the things. We visualize the things, it's good, but we visualizing things and we add the practice in this. This give you result a more effective results to you. The next slide, please. Then the power of visualization. I think for understanding this, we have to take an example of visualizing the things. Then we have a clear about this. What is the power of visualization? So here I'm taking a real example of a man, Nathan Saransky. I think you most of listening about this story. A story is of he was a Jew living in a communist Russia, and he was accused of being American spy and thrown into the jail. His prison cell was so no, this is 4 feet by 3 feet, I think so. So being alive in this prison, he started playing. I think he is not able to do any exercise. I think he is die in this prison because he is 4 feet by 3 feet only. And so for this, he is doing some anti-gravity exercise for her body. But for what is doing for her mental exercise? So he is started playing chess, started visualizing that he is playing chess with world champion in his mind. And after 12 years, when the USA government was changed, he is also appealed for this. The, then Russian government released him from the jail, and then he used to live in Israel, where he also being a cabinet minister. Then one
Harshita, your
day,
time is over.
Okay, guys. So I can understand. You can say your conclusion only. Yeah.
okay, sir. So from here we can say that by using the visualization, we convert the impossible thing into possible things. And we also say that this is the world's most powerful word. If we use and utilize the power of visualization, we are able to do anything. Thank you for listening me patiently.
Very good. I think good presentation, Harshita. Very good. Yeah. So, Pooja, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Good. A very warm good evening to everyone. Here I am present for to give a presentation on my topic visualization. So next slide. So what visualization is generally mean? It means seeing or creating mental images of an event or situation or thing or people in our mind. It is a mental tool through which we can analyze or visualize anything by using our five senses. So next slide, please. So what a person can visualize. So as earlier I said that we can analyze anything. It may be good or bad. So here I am posted some pictures, which from which I would like to say that if a person fear a lot, visualize, so he visualize difficulty and panic situation in their life. Maybe he will. Maybe he or she will not achieve their goal because of there is too much negativity in their mind that how they can do, they visualize like that. And while if we are talking about a person who have a positive mindset, then he or she leads a happy life. They can achieve their goal easily, or they can be attentive every time. Sir, next slide, please. Uh, in terms of psychology, there are two types of visualization, and the second one is process visualization. Outcome visualization is that when we imagine our end goal. For example, in the above picture, a man see himself holding a trophy in any event. And the next is process visualization. In process visualization is that when we imagine the every process and each step to achieve our goal. For example, here is a girl who dream of becoming an IS officer. So she would here is a girl who becoming of dreaming an IS officer. So she prepare himself in a step by step manner, either to qualify pre mains or that interview stage. So she will get posted as IS or will get the job in future. The next slide, please. Power of visualization. When we visualize what we want to achieve, we are consciously deciding to look for the information about the situation that will improve our daily performance. Visualization is the training of mind to analyze, improve our daily activities. It helps to respond us in a situation that actually will not happen, that will happen in future, but we are assuming in minds are the mental pictures related to anything that we can do. So we can, when we have to do that work actually, then we will do it very easily. So next slide, please. Here are some benefits and limitations of visualization: that it boosts our confidence, reduces stress, it leads us to a disciplined life, it improves our abilities, it enhances motivation, it gives us wider point of view, of something, and it alleviates pain and help us in healing faster. And here are some limitations to that: it is time consuming, as one might get stuck in thoughts only, it leads to overthinking. And from these all slides, I would like to conclude that visualization is a powerful mind tool which help us in achieving any goal that we want. Thank you, sir.
Very good, Pooja. Only thing is that please add some facial expression also.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है, static नहीं होना चाहिए आपका facial expression.
Okay, sir.
Komal.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
चलिए. Wait करिए. Yes.
Good evening, everyone, and respected sir and my dear friends. My topic is visualization. Myself, Komal, and I'm going to start this topic. So please change the slide. Visualization means.
Sorry.
Okay, sir. Visualization means the process of running scenarios in our mind. It means the profound by forming graphics and visuals in our brain, visualizing the event and our role within them and enacting them mentally. It's known as a visualization. So please change the slide. It's done. The benefits of visualization: by visualization, we can boost our confidence, we can sharpen our mind, it increases motivations, and it increases our abilities, and we can make a quick and clear understanding with it. And we can also make ourselves creative through the visualization. If we think more, if we visualize more, we can create ourselves by ourselves only. And by the visualization, the power of a visualization is means to make a faster decisions, to make a quick decisions. We will having the ability to take a quick and answerable decisions. So please change the slide. In this picture, we can see the person is visualizing that, like through visualizing, he can make himself more smarter. Like he's visualizing, he can be a lawyer, he can be a teacher, or many more things he is visualizing in this picture. Or he is studying also. Through studying or by visualizing, he is making more smarter himself. So please change this. We will take example of visualization here. Just imagine we are running through a upcoming job. Like we are going for a job. If we visualize for an interview of a job, like if we visualize that what question he or she will ask to us, which type of difficulties I or other will face, which type of scenario will there. If we visualize these all in ourselves, we will be more confident, we will be more answerable to themselves at the time of the mainly in the reality. We will be very much answerable to them, and we will impress them by our answer, by our creativity. This is the example of a visualization. So next slide. We can see here that these three children are reading book or they are visualizing something. But we should make sure ourselves that we can play with visualization. But what you want, what we want, but this is also the demand of all the other aspects and all the other scenarios. We should also watch the other scenarios, other things, and also by including that we can change our positive minds also. We can reduce the negative minds also. That what we want, what other wants, and the demand of all scenarios we can see through the visualization. So please change this slide. Visualization work for anything.
Like everyone says, the visualization is a very means to it reach our mind, means it's our sharpened mind. It works for anything. Like in this picture you can visualize anything. I've left this picture because you can give other visualization and other thing in this picture. So why not you try this to visualization, and next time like we are facing a challenge, we can, if we are in a difficulty, so why we cannot face that difficulty? We should visualize it, and after that visualizing, we can perfectly handle the situation, and it can also help us to being a powerful. So next slide. Lastly, in conclusion, I would like to conclude, practice makes perfect. So the saying goes, daily practice of visualizing or in advance or in any difficulty or challenge situation, going to give a huge performance boost up to our mind in our life. It will give us success. Like everyone say, hard work is the key to success. I would like to say visualization is the key to success. Thank you.
Excellent, very good, very good. Komal, बहुत अच्छा presentation दिया आपने.
Thank you, sir.
You have made it very imaginative, huh? Very good. Yeah, Mahi, are you there? Mahi is there? No. Okay, Mahi is not there. No problem. Yeah, I think already Muskan Agarwal 1. Are you there? Muskan.
No, sir, she is not there.
No problem. So then Muskan Agarwal 2.
Yes, sir.
Wait, एक second, आपका PPT आ जाए. Okay, yes. Yeah, start. आप start करो तब तक मैं बस.
Good evening, everyone. This is Muskan Agrawal, here to present my view on visualization. So change.
Wow, animation.
If you can imagine it, you can visualize. If you can imagine it and visualize it, then you can have a better understanding of it. Here, it means like we can visualize it on a daily phase of life, like a simple drinking of water, of setting of future goals. Anything we can visualize. It's like simply we can visualize everything. Such change. Visualizing. So 1 second. Recreation of images, sounds, and environment before it actually happens. Formation of mental image of something. It is more realistic. Key of making things happening. Like going on, like sitting on a couch and thinking about going on a night walk. It's very serene environment. Cold, it's warm, it's cold environment and very silent, and you're breathing, very breathing calmly. It's not disturbing you. Like it's just you are sitting and you are visualizing that things. So please change. Advantages: boost confidence, improve ability, enhance motivation, decreases stress, reduces performance anxiety. If we visualize things, we visualize each and every steps of it. It becomes easier for us to achieve our goal. Like we become habitual of that stress. Like a student imagining them sitting in examination hall and solving that paper, and he is sitting in a room and solving that mock paper in a limited time, and imagining him sitting in a examination, sitting in main hall and giving examination. And on the D-Day, when he will solve the paper, he will be less stressful, less performance anxiety, and more confidence on him and more motivated. So next page, please. Visualizing helps our mind, our body, and our conscience for upcoming challenges, situation and circumstances. Like an athlete thinking about running, since he has divided his whole track in small parts, and he is practicing daily for that he is practicing daily for that race, and then too he is imagining it. On the very day, he will be more confident, and he will give his 100%. So next slide, please. Myths of visualization. It has to be exact. Bigger is always better. Too biased to be useful. There is this saying in Hindi, जितना बड़ा सोचोगे उतना बड़ा होगा. It's not like that. It's visualization gives us the way which we can. Visualization gives us the clarity through which we can achieve our goals. I like to conclude my things. Like visualization practice makes a man perfect, but visualization can give us a start through which we can start with more confidence, more conviction, and more strength. Thank you.
Very good, Muskan. You did a fantastic job. Pratishtha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so be ready. Next, you are in queue. Yeah, this is your PPT, Pratishtha?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just wait for a second. Yeah, now start.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Pratishtha Singh, and today I am here to present my presentation on visualization. So, first, let us understand what is visualization. Slide. So, visualization is a tool to create a visual thought in our subconscious mind, which is required and desired by us. Basically, what I mean is that through visualization, we used to create a visual thought in the form of motion picture and implant it in our subconscious mind. And since our mind cannot distinguish between imagination and reality, it starts behaving in a similar manner. Like in our previous session, when sir gave us the situation, we all were able to share the minute details and even our emotion at that situation. And it was possible only because through the visualization, and at that point of time, our mind could not distinguish between the reality and imagination. So the next point is the benefit of visualization. Basically, there are many benefits of visualization, but I would like to sum up in the 4 points. Sir, slide. Next slide. So the first is that it activates our subconscious mind. When our subconscious mind is activated, it starts collecting the information, resources related to whatever we are visualizing. And second is that visualization helps to increase our focus. Third is that visualization helps in motivating us. How? That if in our visualization we have already achieved, we already see ourselves in where we have achieved our goals. So it instills a feeling that we can that our dreams are achievable and we can do it. The fourth is that it reduces the reaction time. Since in our visualization we have already perceived the event before it's happening, our body is ready for the response. And when there will be the actual happening of the event, our body will is ready to respond, so the reaction time will be reduced. So how to visualize? The first is that we should have the desired result, that what we actually want. The second is writing and recycling. We studies show that our mind is able to process 11 million bits of information in a second, but our mind is able to handle only 40 to 50 bit. So it deletes some information after a certain periods of a time. But through this writing and recycling, we'll be able to implant the thoughts, the thought which we are visualizing permanently in our minds, and give proper time. Often after 1 or 2 days visualization, we expect for the certain result. But in my opinion, visualization is a long and continuous process. So we should give a proper time for the result. And the fourth is that we should solve the problem step by step. Solving the problem step by step will help us in a way that our mind will have the response for every situation which will be work, which we will go through when there will be the actual happening of the event. So next slide, please. So what is the power of visualization? So visualization is like a motion picture in our mind, and data show that as one of my colleagues also mentioned, that 1,000 words are, a picture is more powerful than the 1,000 words. Similarly, I wanted to say that images are more easily perceived by our mind rather than any words. So this is the power of visualization, and the retention capacity of our visual thought is more than any words. Why visualization fail? All of us visualize, but not all of us are able to achieve what we want. The first is that no clarity of the thought. For example, if I say a 5-year kid that please go down the stair one, turn to your left, and then turn to your right, and then move to your kitchen and bring me a glass of water. The child may get confused, and I will not be able to get a glass of water. But if I say a simple thing that please give me a glass of water, the child will easily able to bring me a glass of water. Similarly, our brain is like a 5-year kid. We have to give a clear-cut information that what we really want. The second is, I already mentioned, is that we should give a time. The third is that not visualizing the end goal. We only start the journey and we don't give our mind the desired result, what should be the end goal. If we will give our desired result and please 2 minutes more, sir, and end goal, so our mind will be able to process that information and start responding in the similar manner. And fourth point is that not having an emotion. Studies show that our heart waves are more powerful than our brain waves. So in our mind, if we visualize that we have accomplished our goal, but in our heart we feel that no, we won't be able to achieve our goals, we have a feeling of hopelessness, then our brain wave will dominate over our mind wave and we will not be able to achieve what we want. Lack of clear image. See, if I am watching a movie on a screen which is blurred with no clear sound and nothing, will I able to understand the movie? Surely not. Similarly, if I give a blur image to my mind, it will not able to register the information which is required. And we all have talked about the positive visualization, but there we used to visualize some negative. We have some negative visualization. And as we all know that our mind is more inclined towards the negative thoughts such as fear, anxiety, depression. So when we have such feeling, our mind is more dominated by the negative thought. As it is said that 100 of negative images and 100 of positive images can be easily cleared by the 5 negative images. And I would like to conclude my point with this by saying that, in my opinion, visualization is the combination of feeling and imagination. When we have both these, it feels like we have personal connection with our dreams and we will be able to achieve our goals in a shorter duration. Thank you, everyone.
So you are mute.
शायशा नहीं है ना? Okay. Shreya Chaube.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Start. आप start करो तब तक I am arranging.
So today's my topic is visualization. Visualization is simply the combination of visual plus realization. Visual
Excellent.
means something which we can see, and after seeing it, what we are realize the next slide. What we realize and what we analyze after seeing something, that is visualization. And next, visualization, according to me, visualization is a creation of image or anything by our mind. It means it's a mental creation which is created by our mind. the meaning which I brought from the Google, that is the presentation, the representation of an object, situation, or set of information as a chart or other images, that is visualizations. Next slide, sir, please. Now it's the time to get an example for understanding the concept of visualization. When I call a name, like I call a name that's Tanya, everyone get an image that sees a girl and maybe she's tall or small, so she have a long hair, short hair. That is visualization. What our mind create before seeing something. And a picture visualization. On our first class, Sir showed a picture to us and asked that what's the picture reflect us. That is picture visualization, means something seen and after giving our reaction, that is picture visualization. So next slide, please. I just want to ask sir, back side. Yes, sir. I just ask that what you are seeing on the screen right now. I think it's blank. I just want to that visualization always needs some content. Without content, we can't visualize something. And the content always be real. Real in the sense it's always we have some existence. Sir, give us an example in our previous class, the train journey. In the train journey, I have some existence, the train has some existence, the public has some existence, the train driver has some existence. That is visualization. We have a start visualize, but everything has some existence. And there is no content, that it will be converted into imagination. Means if I'm said that cup, so everyone get an image of cup. It's a same shape, everyone get, maybe it's different color or different tattoos or samples. But if I am talking about imagination, if I'm said a fairy, so everyone get a different picture of different fairies. Someone get the picture of Cinderella, someone get the picture of Barbie's fairies, someone get the picture of a lady with a wings and having a sticks in the hand. This is imagination, and imagination gives only a psychological satisfaction to us, nothing else more. So next slide. So it's a video clip. Please play it. So double tap, I think, then it's be open.
Yeah, I'm okay. Maybe hold on. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay. It's not working.
Okay, so I'm adding this video clip. It's in a video clip. It started with a simple picture, a black and white picture of a boy, and after a few seconds, it's converted into a colorful picture. I'm just adding this video for show the impact of visualization. Means it started with a simple picture, but after adding colors, effects, sound, it's converted into attractive picture. Visualization is the same. When we start visualize something, we are start adding ingredient in it. It's the best example is our PPT presentation today. Means we are start thinking before we start making the presentation. We start thinking what type of slide we put, what type of color we put, what type of images we put in this. So that is visualization. Before start working, we start thinking before it. That is visualization. So next slide. Power of mind. It's simple, means visualization is our mind game. It's our mind game. It's a creation of our mind. We can say that visualization is make our vision strong, to see our future in present and make our future better than today. So next slide. Benefits of visualization. Everyone just explained it that visualization decrease our stress, it's boost our confidence, it's improve our abilities, it's enhance our motivation. That's also next slide, please. Now just I'm concluding my presentation by quotes that I believe that visualization is one of the most powerful weapon or means of achieving our personal goals. It's and I'm concluding with a quote that when we visualize something, then we materialize the things. That's all. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, brilliant presentation, Shreya. I have a very high hope. आपने अपना बार रेज कर दिया है, तो I will expect little bit more, right? So good, guys. It's a very very good. Yeah, Shruti Mishra, and then
yes,
yeah, Shruti Mishra. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. So just give me 1 second. Yeah. Yeah. Please start, Shruti.
Yes, sir.
Till the time I'm adjusting your.
Good evening, everybody. Today's topic is visualization, and this is what I have prepared. So can you switch to the next slide? Okay, so first of all, what is the meaning of visualization? Visualization is a simple technique that you can use to create a strong mental image of a future event. If it helps you to reach your goals and live your dreams. It works by getting your mind and body ready for what you want to happen. And just like exercise, the more you do it, the more stronger you become. Benefits of visualization. Using visualization techniques to focus on a goal.
Don't read.
Okay.
We can also read.
Yes, sir.
Make us understand. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Using visualization will not only help us to reach our goals and live our dreams, it will also has many other benefits, like it activates our subconsciousness and it programs our be more ready, makes her more readily perceived. Here is a quote which we really like, so I've put it up here. Visualize your highest self and then start showing up as her. Okay, so I'll switch to the next slide. Previous one. Okay, number 3, third point is it activates the law of attraction to achieve your goals. Like here it says you attract what you are and not what you want. So if you want it, then reflect it. If you want something, you have to show it in yourself that yes, you are ready for that. It builds your internal motivation. Next slide. How to use visualization to achieve your goals. Number 1, first we have to decide what we want. Whatever we want is, we need to have a clear thought of that. Then picture the scene, like how do you want it to be? Next slide. Number 3, imagine each step towards a successful conclusion. You have to imagine each and every step that will lead you to there and visualize daily. If we daily visualize it, then we'll make a usual practice for every day, and it will be helpful for us to understand and do things which we have thought of. Next, when to use visualization for successful outcomes, to motivate yourself, to familiarize or set the stage of a performance or event, or to do run through, which serves as a form of mini rehearsal. We do visualization so that we have that mini rehearsal of everything what is going to happen. So when that things actually happen, we have a hold of it and we don't react vigilantly and make up wrong decisions. Here are the 2 quotes which I find really very motivating. By Abraham Hicks, you are more productive by doing 15 minutes of visualization than 16 hours of hard labor. And Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It's a preview of life's coming attraction. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Logic can take you from A to B, but imagination can take you everywhere.
Okay.
To conclude, I'll say, aim to practice your visualization exercises daily in a quiet place and make sure your visualization are as detailed as possible. Remember, always focus on what you want to happen and not on what you don't want to have. Thank you so much.
Very good. I think good, Shruti. Your content was really fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
It helps us to realize that we have to visualize first and then first go for action. एक गिलास पानी भी पीना है तो पहले विजुअलाइज कर लो कि कैसे पी, and then go and do it and then see the magic, right? And Shruti is eagerly waiting for her chance, right? Shruti Mishra, Shruti Srivastav. Just wait, Shruti Mishra, okay? Just wait. एक सेकेंड श्रुति, वेट करना प्लीज. Your PPT is recovering, huh? Wow. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, Shruti. Yeah, start करिए आप. Yes. आवाज नहीं आ रही श्रुति, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही हमें. आवाज नहीं आ रही, एक बार फिर से ट्राई कर लो. जस्ट चेक योर ईयरफोन. तुम्हारा माइक में बंद है श्रुति, माइक ओपन करो. नहीं आ रहा है.
You can leave and then join again.
Join again, Shruti, no problem.
Hello.
एक कैम बंद कर लो. कहाँ गई श्रुति? 2 श्रुति आ गई हैं. कोई? हाँ, चलो ठीक है. लो.
Okay.
Visualize. Yeah. चलो.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. So a very good evening to sir and everyone. I am Shruti Srivastav and I am here to give you the presentations on the topic visualization. As everyone is familiar with this, but here I am understanding that you are not aware with this. To understand it better. So please, next slide. Visualization. It is an act of visualizing something. In this picture, you can see that a girl is trying to create an image of a boy and girl playing in a garden, or 2 girls were reading and a teacher were teaching to students. It is a process of forming a picture in our mind, or it is a technique by which we can create any image. It is not related to with studies also only. It can be anything. It can be we are doing something else, like everyone said that we are going to take water, then how will we take it? We are just visualizing it. Everything we doing, we can visualize it. Thank you, sir. Next slide. So why visualization? Why is this visualization happens? Is it really necessary? So let's move on and understand about this. It helps us to prepare and teach you how to respond in a situation before it happens. Like we are going to prepare for an exam, and we will visualize it, how we will prepare for it and how will we make a proper list to do anything. It will help us in achieving our goals, and with this visualization, it will improve our performance as well. If our performance will boost up, and will also help us to boost our confidence.
we can relate it everything, like it is like a steps and the process, like everything is coming forward and forward and forward. Like it firstly help us to prepare and teach us, then achieve our goals, and our performance will boost, our confidence will boost, and also it will improve our physical as well as the mental performance. So next slide.
Yeah.
Let's take a common example. Like when we were kids, we were all like between the age of 6 to 10. We will try to imagine about the stars. Like we will try to create some images like some stars or a dog or fish or anything. We're just visualizing it. It is not that the stars is creating in. We are creating in our minds. And let's take some other examples also. As we have studied earlier in class 10th, I think you all were studied about the Hitler. When we were studying or reading or teacher is telling about the gas chambers, we everyone were visualizing that how the gas chambers could look like, and how everyone is torturing and tortured by the Hitler. So it is the image that creates in our mind, and we just realize it and feel it. So next slide.
Very good.
So in this slide, we could say that everyone can tell you that how to visualize, how it will help us to improve everything, how anything can happen, how it is important, like anything. But no one can tell you that what if you can't visualize. Like I have already experienced before in the day after that when I try to visualize anything, it is completely blank. This in this picture you can see in the fifth stage that the mind he's trying to imagine apple, but everything is blank, nothing is happen. So this world is called an aphantasia. It is an basically a mental disorder where and a person cannot visualize anything. It is an inability to visualize anything. Like there is a lots of person which can visualize anything. There is a stages, like some can see see some white apple, some can blurry see the blurry images, some can see the colorful but blurry image, some can see perfect pictures of an apple. So there is the mind of every individual which differentiate. We cannot say that everyone is same, and we can't say that what is running on others mind. So when we realize that everything is dark and no one actually looks and feels someone, so this is called as aphantasia. That so please change the mind slide. So I'm sorry sir. So this is what, like when you can't see anything, it feels like the anxiety, the stress, the thing that we have
कोई नहीं चलने दो
that we have experienced. No one will tell you. And the other thing is visualization and imagination. There is a basic difference in it, that visualization is a targeted things. We only target some things and set some achievable limits, some boundaries, then visualize it. And imagination is not it is beyond the limits, and it is beyond the regulations, some achievable approach. For example, like fairy tales stories, like we put ourselves in a such a like fairy tale, we are moving here and there is no end, we just imagining it. So next slide. So visualization is basically that it's okay that if you can't visualize or visualize it, it's okay. As the research shows that only 3 to 5% of a small population can really visualize anything. Like you can see in this picture, like a girl who is seeing the clear pictures of an apple, and there is also another one who is just murmuring in our mind that yes, this is apple, and the apple is of red colors, and it has a leaves which is of green colors. And this we are like everyone has a different steps, different styles of visualizing the things. Like someone can see clear picture, someone just memorizing it, and someone can see only the darkness. But approximately like 60 to 65% of a population can be categorized as a general visualizer. Like we can see some blurry image, some white images, but only 3 to 5% can see the perfect pictures of apple. And if we don't see anything, if we see even the darkness, don't worry, everything is okay. We will have and we will find some other way to learn it, to do the things in a better way. It is not that we are in seeing darkness and it is our like some deficiency. It's okay, we can clearly share it with anyone. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent, Shruti. You did a fantastic job with all the difficulties you managed. So thanks for your patience. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And due to network connections, my confidence some boost low. Some sir, I'm sorry, sir. Due to
भगवान हर समय तुम्हारे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों किए? नहीं, बाकी सब में तो नहीं किया. तो ऐसा नहीं होता
I
है,
don't
किसी
know,
के साथ भी
sir.
हो सकता है. किसी के साथ भी
I
हो
don't.
सकता था. Don't worry. ठीक है?
Thank you for understanding, sir.
हाँ. Don't worry. So good, guys. I think it was really great session. Everybody has done a fantastic job, much beyond my expectations. So quick feedback after presenting. What is your feeling and what about your confidence level? Yeah, Shruti, let's start with you. Quick feedback for the day.
Sir, is it me?
Start.
Sir, probably my experience was quite well. Like I can't say that my experience today is very good because of the network connection. My confidence is very low.
Forget about negative things. Visualize positive things. No, किसने बोला? पूजा ने बोला था ऐसा.
Okay. So, okay, sir. So when I'm started about preparing the presentations of visualization, I have got stuck that when I see the darkness, I have like I frustrated and everything that I have shared with Hanamika, that the new things that I have learned with this presentation. So thank you so much, sir, that I have learned something and I'm trying to bring something, some new thing that everyone don't know about it. And everyone feels like hesitated when they see darkness, they can't visualize, and everyone will feel like like everyone sees the same thing. So it is good that I have learned something new. Thank you, sir.
आप विजुलाइज करिए, लेकिन श्रुति अपने से एक्सपेक्ट करना बंद कर दीजिए. आप बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट करती हैं.
Sir, I always try to do my best.
जीरो एक्सपेक्टेशन रखिए, जो कर दिया वही अच्छा है. अपने से जीरो एक्सपेक्टेशन रखिए, जो कर दिया वो बहुत अच्छा है. ठीक है? That will help you. Yes, Shruti Mishra.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So when I started learning about visualization, I didn't know that this is it is such a powerful topic. Visualization was a simple word for me, but now it has so many like insights and deeper meaning, which now I understand. And speaking about today's presentation, I'm very I'll say I'm satisfied whatever I've done, because I was very scared, because I know that I'll end up laughing when I'm speaking. So I think that I didn't do that time while giving the presentation, and that's all good.
Okay. Yeah, Sony, कहीं जाना है आपको?
No sir, कहीं जाना नहीं है सर. मेरा presentation नहीं हुआ.
आपका presentation नहीं हुआ अभी?
No sir. एक्चुअली मैंने 5 बजे के बाद अपना पीपीटी शेयर किया, वो पीडीएफ में बन नहीं पा रहा था. हम सुबह से ट्राई कर रहे थे, बन नहीं पा रहा था.
ओके ओके, डोंट वरी. तो आप आज का एक्सपीरियंस दे दीजिए. अभी मंडे को होना बाकी है, अभी कई लोग बाकी हैं. डोंट वरी. तो यू विल गेट ऑन मंडे. ठीक है, चलो.
ओके सर.
सीखने को क्या मिला वो बोलो आज.
सर आई Yeah, sir. So I learned so many perspective of visualization and so many creativity in the presentation of all my friends. As Shreya's presentation, I just see the black. She explained so much with a blank and black slide. She explained, I think, just 1 minute with a blank slide. How can anyone explain with a blank slide? I just when Shreya is explaining this, I'm just so shocked how she's explaining. But yeah, she's explaining so well. Everyone was explaining so well. Everyone was explaining so well. But yeah, sir, I just enjoyed a lot.
Okay, great. Yes, Pratishta.
Sir, I never visualized that I can speak for more than 5 minutes on topic like visualization. So through this presentation, it has made me somewhat research or oriented, and surely through this session, I have came to know many perspective of the visualization through all where all my colleagues explained in a better way.
Okay, great. Okay, good. Harshita?
Yes, sir. Today I am learning too much of things about visualization. The topic is like visualization is a short word for me, and it's a wider meaning actually. Visualization, I think this is a word's powerful tool. So this is a great session, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, Anshi?
Sir, I had a very great experience. Everyone's presentation was so nice, and everyone has used so much creativity. I was very impressed at how creative all are, and everyone's perspective was very good. And I have learned a lot from each and everyone, and everyone have speak so well. And if I am talk, if I personally talk, I have also learned so much, and I have come to know the wider aspect of visualization. It's not only a word for me now, it's a very huge thing for me. I will use the visualization in future.
Yeah, yes, Pooja.
Yes, sir. So today we learn a new topic in a very detailed manner, and I have to look on certain areas to improving myself, and also I want to start visualizing from this time. So it was a very nice experience, sir. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, Komal.
Yes, sir. So it was very nice experience for me for visualizing ourselves or for visualizing things. I think, sir, everyone's views by taking everyone's view, we can write a book on visualization. Visualization is not only a word; it's becoming a very enlarged and vast for us.
Very good. Yes, Shreya.
Yes, I also have a nice experience. And before yesterday, we all have no idea about visualization, but now we've learned a lot about visualization. And if I'm talking about me, I'm getting presentable today. So that's all. I'm satisfied with me.
Very good.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
Anamika.
I came to understand that visualization is an exercise which can be performed on a daily basis to improve ourselves. And coming to myself, I personally think now I am slowly and steadily developing the skill to explain my thing to other people, and also becoming a bit slower in my speaking. So that's what I have learned.
Start more visualization. Yeah, Akanksha.
So today I'm very happy to give in my presentation, and it boosts my confidence also. And today I learned about visualization, and also learned how to make a good PPT and how to explain our point of view. And I see everyone's PPT is very good, and I'm today very happy.
Very good. Yeah, Muskan Agrawal.
So today's so I learn about visualization, like visualization, how to use visualization for success. And today, like PPT, which I have made, this is my first individual PPT. I have made previously, but it was group PPT, and I have explained whole PPT on my own. It was like first time I was explaining whole PPT. It was it boost my confidence very much.
It was a historical day for you, huh? Yeah,
Ah,
Hanshika.
yes, sir.
Hanshika Yadav.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Before making the PPT on visualization, I start reading and researching and seeing videos on visualization, and I learned so much about visualization. And after seeing the wonderful presentation of my fellow learners, and I have learned so many techniques and new ways of presentation and making PPT. It will help me for my next presentation also. Thank you, sir.
Very good. So good, guys. I think you guys have done a great job today. And as I told you that you are changing your face, you yourself can realize that your mind is changing, your confidence is changing, your confidence level is now different. Now your face is glowing with full of confidence because you have done it, and you have done it fantastically, right? You've done it full with the confidence. Now you are at a different level. Even you are now better than many of the MBA college students. They cannot compete with you, right? You have that level of thinking, that level of communication, that level of presentation, that level of confidence, and more or less that level of visualization. Yeah, Harshita, something has been left.
Yes, sir. I want to say that when I'm starting to create a PPT, then I think that what I have to read, what I have to write in the PPT, because I think that visualization is something I don't write much, like 10 slides. I'm not able to make a 10 slides on visualization. And when I'm making the slides, start making the slides, I think that the 10 slides are too much. I mean, less. I'm writing too much on visualization. So
Right.
I think.
Yeah, Shruti, you have also done a fantastic job. Don't worry. बस अपने से एक्सपेक्टेशन करना थोड़ा कम कर लो, ठीक है? बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट करने लगती हो, तो अपने से जीरो एक्सपेक्टेशन रखो, जो एक्शन हो वो करो, कोई रिजल्ट लेके मत चलो, इन रिजल्ट कभी लेके मत चलो, ठीक है गाइस? तो I hope your journey is going well. So all the best, and already I've shared your slides today, video. Please share with your friends, group, your friends, your relatives. आज तो proudly share कर सकते हो ना? आज तो आप अपने क्या कहते हैं वो WhatsApp स्टेटस पे proudly लगा सकते हो कि देखो कितना अच्छा presentation किया, right? So do that, and then see कि how people are, same people will say, oh my God, you are there. I can't believe. करके देखो, राइट? एंड बताना एक्सपेरिमेंट कैसा रहा.
थैंक यू.
विजुअलाइज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, एक्शन करने की जरूरत है. सो ऑल द बेस्ट गाइस, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर द ग्रेट